she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit her max. She like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more. Tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep it score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, one point to guard.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at the newly named New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. 50.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Ready.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
50. Yep. Max 50. Recon, 132 fighter.
Off the play fake. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Even the greats in this game, and he certainly qualifies as one of them, they're going to have trouble if they continue to throw into double coverage.
He better be careful. Throwing into too much double coverage might have a couple of them picked off. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Hey, Haywood.
Give me something.
From the gun, Herbert. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jarrell Casey able to record his 5th sack of the season.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that will hit and continue on out of bounds. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone, Pop. And that's caught inside the 30. A big pickup of 38. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, Delta.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Singletary to get the drive started, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the 3-yard line.
On the double. 50. Mike is a 50.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
29 is Mike. Mike 29.
Jackson on 3rd and long from his end zone. And that will be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Look at me. Zipper. Hurry, hurry.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaq Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Team 6. Team 6.
To throw on third down. Herbert. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. With it is Brown. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. On the ground, it's Singletary. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter. No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. At the 40-yard line. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort? Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32. You okay? You feeling all right? I'll be all right. Okay, good. I just need some chocolate and a box of tissues.
Mike 29. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there. And he stopped immediately there. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing. You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown very little offensively to this point. Well, neither team has really. They come up here now, first down. Always got some break. Derrick Henry all alone. The 30, the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 16th touchdown of the year as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken very short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. You remember me? You remember me?
Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Mike 29. Watch the out. Watch the out.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got his man here. It's Green. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Defense wins championships, baby. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Ricky. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Let's go, dude. Let's go. 29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Hey, watch the slant.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
29 is a Mike. Mike 29. Here we go.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick 6 for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick 6 in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. Tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
This will be taken short. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get him down there?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Harold Landry, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch it.
To throw is Jackson. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Come on. Tight dog.
Here's Singletary. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Jackson on the gun. He'll throw. And able to find Green. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Play action. Now Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson forced out to his left. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, this will be taken very short. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would get
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. They'll give this to Singletary running right. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
29 is Mike 29.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it'll be Titan football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Hey. Mike's 50. He's scared. Watch the ship.
Hey, 3, 218, chop it. Look, squeeze. Hey, Echo. 5.
Off play action. Herbert uncorks one for Davis. And that's caught inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield. Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction.
Hey, stand. Go. Hey, high 7.
Mike 50. Hey.
On 3rd down, Herbert. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And it's now 21-7. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They go right back to Singletary. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Stay at home. Come on,
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun. Flushed out right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Ready up.
50, Mike, 50.
Topper, topper.
Wide, get wide.
Snap.
Throwing on first down. Herbert, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Smooth.
50's the mark. 50's the mark.
Silver.
Yep.
50. Mike 50.
Check, go.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Rock it.
Watch safety green.
Get it.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw. Herbert. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. 27 yards there, a first down.
Come on, set. 70 Indies. Alpha.
Titans on the wrinkle. 3 down.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Complete. It's Henry. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Here we go. 50, plant.
Mike 50. I'm trying to collect.
Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Lucky. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right? And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. The Bills on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10.
Back.
Now Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to fire one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. To throw on second down. Herbert, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Wahoo! Look at me, zipper! Now.
From the gun, Herbert. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All day. 29 is the Mike 29. And we're pretty quiet.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. A first down carry for Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down, Titans, gain of 12. They keep it with Henry on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run with Henry. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total. Extra point try now for Succop. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a
continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move